My name is Millicent Makuyana. I'll be talking about climate action, which falls under Sustainable Development Goal number 13. Climate action is a part of United Nations 2030 agenda aim at tackling climate change and its impact. Climate change, driven by human activities, primarily through the release of greenhouse gases, is a significant threat on Earth. It contributes to rising global temperatures, extreme weather events, melting of ice caps, and sea level rising. Sustainable Development Goal number 13 calls for urgent action to combat climate change by improving resilience, reducing emissions, and promoting global cooperation on climate action. Now we'll be talking about causes of climate change. Firstly, we have greenhouse emissions. The burning of fossil fuels like coal, oil, and natural gases for energy, transportation, and industry is the primary source of greenhouse gas, such as carbon dioxide and methane. Secondly, we have deforestation. Large-scale deforestation reduces the Earth's capacity to absorb carbon dioxide, which leads to global warming. So if we continue cutting down trees, there will be nothing that will absorb the carbon dioxide that is being emitted into the atmosphere. So trees are there to absorb that carbon dioxide and release oxygen that is favorable to the atmosphere. Next, we have agriculture. Agricultural practice like livestock farming produce methane, and the use of nitrogen-based fertilizers release nitrate oxide, both potent and greenhouse gases. We also have industrialization. Industrial processes contribute to pollution with emission from factories, and the production of goods contributes significantly to the global warming. Then we have waste management. Poor waste management includes the breaking down of organic waste into landfills, produces methane and powerful greenhouse gases. So, solutions to reduce climate change. Firstly, we have transition to renewable energy, shifting from fossil fuels to renewable energy sources such as wind, solar, hydropower is essential to reduce greenhouse gas emission. Next, we have energy efficiency. Improving energy efficiency in industry, transportation, and homes. So on this point, we can say in industry, we can introduce some catalytic converters. These catalytic converters, they are used to convert like carbon dioxide to oxygen. So there will be no greenhouse emissions. And also on transportation, we can use some electric vehicles so that there's no emission of carbon monoxide into the atmosphere. We have afforestation and reforestation. Planting new trees and protecting existing forests are crucial to capturing carbon dioxide and enhance biodiversity. Like I said earlier, like trees are the ones that absorb carbon dioxide. So we should have some policies that says every person should at least plant 3 or more trees a year, so that those trees are the ones that will absorb the carbon dioxide and release oxygen that is favorable to the atmosphere. Next, we have sustainable agriculture. Promoting sustainable farming practices, reduce food waste, and improving land use can decrease emission from agriculture. Like, for example, instead of using fertilizers that is harmful, we can try some traditional ways of farming like shifting cultivation, crop rotation. There's no use of harmful chemicals, so we can use that as a solution to the sustainable agriculture. We have climate finance. Developed nation need to provide financial support to developing country for climate adaptation and mitigation projects. The next, we have public awareness and education. Raising public awareness about climate change and encouraging environmentally friendly behavior can lead to a broader societal change. Like, they are having some grassroots projects so that people are moving around teaching people what is climate change and how to have a solution about this climate change, and also giving them awareness on what to use and what not to use so that there is a reduction in the climate change. Then we have international cooperation. Global agreements like the Paris Agreement foster collaboration between countries to set emission reduction targets and monitor progress. So countries should be well informed on what to do and what not to do so that there's a reduction of greenhouse gases. So we move on to the work in progress. Work in progress, we have renewable energy growth. The world has seen a significantly increase in renewable energy capacity, especially solar and wind power, which is becoming more affordable and widespread. So solar and wind, it is affordable and it is easy to install. So more people are moving towards wind and solar energy. It is not yet like 100%, but most people are adapting to solar and wind power. They are leaving this thermal power energy. Also, there's international agreements. So they had an agreement in Paris, like adopted in 2015. So they agreed that the temperatures should decrease by at least 2 degrees or 1.5 degrees so that there's less there's less emissions and the global temperatures will go a bit lower. National commitment. Many countries have updated their nationally determined contribution, committing to stronger climate action plans. Every country is having some plans to reduce this climate change. Some, they are having some policies that if you are found doing any act of greenhouse emission, you are going to pay fine. Then cooperation initiatives. Business are increasingly integrating sustainability into their cooperation commitment to reduce emissions, adapting circular economy model, and investing into clean technology. Like, business are now having some products that are environmentally friendly. Also, we have public and youth movements. Grassroots movements, particularly among young people, have gained attraction, raising awareness about climate action, and pushing government to act faster. So, in conclusion, the causes of climate change are deeply rooted in human activity, and solutions require a collective effort from government, industry, and individual. Although progress has been made through international cooperation and advancement in renewable energy, the global community must incentivize its action to meet the climate targets. Thank you.